Hello students, in the chapter Coordinate Geometry, let's continue solving exercise 6.1 in this video. Fifth problem. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D as shown in figure. Champa and Chamili walk into the class and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chamili, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chamli disagrees. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct. Okay, so you can see in the diagram. So 4 students are sitting in the form of A, B, C, D. Okay, so we have to calculate the distance between these points and we have to say whether it is a square or not. Okay, what are the properties of square? For a square, all 4 sides are equal and diagonals also are of equal length. That's a property of square. So with this distances we can prove that whether it is square or not. So in figure these are the coordinates A, B, C, D. Okay, so distance formula is this one, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So substitute the value for AB. Okay, so for AB 6 minus 3 the whole square, 7 minus 4 the whole square. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Then 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay, so 3 square is 9 and again 3 square. Okay, so 9 plus 9 it is 18. So 18 square root. So how you can write? You can write it as 9 into 2. 9 into 2 means 9, it's a square number. So when it comes out of root, it will be 3. Okay. So 3 root 2 is the distance of AB. Similarly, for BC. BC also you are substituting and finding out the distance as 3 root 2. Then CD. CD also similarly you have to substitute and we find that the distance is 3 root 2. DA also same. Okay. So all 4 sides are equal. But this is not enough. Where it can be a rhombus also. So we have to check with the diagonal. Diagonal AC. So AC is the diagonal. So substitute values. Okay. So you have 9 and 4 are the C coordinates. Okay. 3 and 4 are the A coordinates. Okay. You are taking that and you are substituting in the formula. Understood? So you are getting the distance of AC is 6. Then BD. BD is the one more diagonal. Okay. So 6 and 1 are the D coordinates. 6 and 1 are the D coordinates and 6 and 7 are the B coordinates. Okay. So if you substitute and if you find out the distance is 6. So both the diagonals are equal. Okay. All 4 sides are equal and diagonals also equal. So we can say ABCD is a square. Okay. So Champa is correct. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reason for your answer. So some coordinates are given. So we have to say what kind of quadrilateral it is. Okay, what are the quadrilaterals we know? We know square, rectangle, parallelogram, then rhombus. All these are quadrilaterals. So by finding out the length of the sides and diagonals, we are going to say what kind of quadrilateral it is. Okay, so let's name it as ABCD. Okay, then distance formula you have to write. Then substitute in the formula. Okay, this is x2 and this is y2. This is x1, this is y1. Okay, so substituting in the formula you are getting for square root of 4 plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, so that you can write it as 4 into 2. Okay, 4 into 2. So 4 it's a perfect square. So you can take it out as 2. So 2 root 2 is the distance for AB. Similarly, you have to find out for BC. Okay. Then CD. Then AD. Okay, what you observe? You observe all the distance are same. All are 2 root 2. Okay, so all 4 sides are equal. Now we have to check with the diagonals. Diagonal AC. Okay. So AC value you are substituting. So minus 1 and plus 1 it will be 0. 2 plus 2 that is 4. 4 square is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Then one more diagonal, BD. BD value are substituting and you find that value also 4. That means both the diagonals also same. All 4 sides are equal and diagonals also same. So it is a square. Next subdivision, these are the 4 coordinates. We can name it as ABCD. So putting in the distance formula. Okay, putting in the distance formula. So you will do AB equal to root of x 3 plus 3 the whole square. Okay, then 1 minus 5 the whole square. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 square is 36. Then 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Minus 4 square is plus 16. Okay, so if you add these two, you will get 52, square root of 52. So by doing prime factorizing, you will get 2 root 13. Okay, then BC is root 13. Okay, root 13 you can't simplify anymore. Already 13 it's a prime number, so you can't simplify anymore. Then for CD you are getting 5 root 2. Okay, so 5 root 2. Then AD. Okay, AD value is root of 85. Okay, what you observe? You observe all the sides of quadrilateral are different length. Okay, it's a general quadrilateral. It's not under any of the known quadrilateral like square, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram. Okay, it's just a quadrilateral. The next subdivision, we are naming it as ABCD and substitute with the formula. Okay, find the length of the all 4 sides. What you observe here for the 4 sides, you see that the opposite sides are equal. Okay, so these two are equal. Root 10, root 10. This is also opposite sides are equal. Okay, then you will find the diagonal length. Okay, diagonal length is different. Okay, so what it means, opposite sides of quadrilateral are of equal length. However, the diagonals are of different lengths. Therefore, the given points are vertices of parallelogram. Okay, that's a property of parallelogram. You know, right? Opposite sides will be equal, but the diagonals won't be equal. If the diagonals are equal, then it is a rectangle. But diagonals are not equal means it's a parallelogram. The next problem, find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from. Okay, so 2 points are given. So on x-axis, you are having one point which is equidistant. Equidistant means distance between this point and this 2 points are same. Then only you will call it as equidistant. Okay. So let's name it. We are going to name it P. Okay. X comma 0. Why x comma 0? Because the point is lying on the x-axis. That means y value is 0. Then only the point will lie on the x-axis itself. Am I right? If you have 2 comma 0, okay, so you will plot it on x-axis 2 and 0 for the y-axis. Okay, so on the axis itself it will be lying. Understood? So now we have named the points. Then PA equal to PB. What they told? X from point on the x-axis is equidistant to these two. Okay, this is A, this is B. So PA is equal to PB. Okay, so we are going to write it as PA square equal to PB square. Why? Because in order to remove the square root, in the formula you are having square root, no? So in order to remove that only I am writing square here itself. Okay, so that on both LHS and RHS you can remove the square root in the beginning itself. Okay, so now write simply the formula how you will write same way. P coordinates are these one, right? So 2 minus x. This is x2, this is x1. So 2 minus x. Then minus 5 minus 0. Okay, that's how you are writing PA. Then PB. So minus 2 minus x. Then 9 minus 0. Okay, so the coordinates we have written like this. Okay, then simplify. So if you simplify, you have to do the formula. Okay, so a minus b the whole square formula. Okay, so this we are doing with the formula and this is numbers only, no? So minus 5 square, that is 25 you will write here. And here also 9 square, that is 81. So this also a minus b the whole square formula. Okay. So a square, that is 4, b square, that is x square, minus 2ab. So 2 into 2, that is 4 into x. Okay, 4x you are getting here. Similarly this side also. Now simplify. You are having 4 here. Okay, 4 and 4 here. Then x square here. You can cancel it. Okay. So you are having minus 4 and plus 4 here. So you can't do anything. So you will bring it to the other side of equal to. So minus 8x minus equal to 81 minus 25. Okay, simplify. You will get x value as 56 by minus 8 equal to minus 7. Okay, so what's the point? It is minus 7 comma 0. That's the point. Okay, that's the required point. The next problem, find the value of y from which the distance between the points P and Q is 10 units. Okay, so here they have given it is 10 units. So we have to find the value of y. So put it in the distance formula. Put it in the distance formula and equate it to 10. Okay, PQ distance equal to, you have to substitute it. Okay, 10 minus 2 the whole square plus y plus 3 the whole square within the root. Okay, so if you simplify, you will get like this. So PQ is equal to 10. So equate it to 10. Then squaring on both sides. If you squaring on both sides, the root will be removed. Okay, so 10 square is 100. That's why you are writing here. Then still more, if you simplify, bringing the 64 to the other side of equal to, you will get 100 minus 64 is 36. Okay. Now putting the square root on both sides. Okay, so if you put square root, this square will get cancelled. Square root of 36 is 6, but it can be plus or minus 6. It can be either plus or minus. Okay, so if it is plus means what will be the answer? So y plus 3 equal to plus means then y value will be 3. If it is minus, okay, if it is minus 3 means your y value will be minus 9. Okay, so therefore y can be either 3 or minus 9. So the point, the unknown value, the y is 3 or minus 9. Okay. So with this I will wind up this video. I will continue the same exercise in my next video. Thank you children.